Alright, so I ran over the court again. Mark and Kura are two of the longest standing people in our scene at this point. Been here for about 4 years apiece. You know, for college town is pretty much pretty close to the limit. Mark very much known for Yoshi, and that's about it. That's pretty much been his main forever. Kura changes characters practically every week. The past couple weeks he's been on a Pyra kick. Before that was Daisy, Diddy Kong, Mega Man for a while, Daisy and various other bursts. But the Pyra definitely putting in work here, getting the kill at just below 69%. And then dying to egg. I'm mildly confused. But regardless, still overall positive for him. I mean, this matchup's probably one of Yoshi's worst, I'd assume, given that Yoshi's bad against swords generally, and Pyra is almost inarguably the strongest sword in the game at this point. As much as I'd like to say that Roy is better, I feel like Pyra has the higher immediate ceiling. Oh, thank God. I desperately need a co-commentator. I'm out of material, dude. Well, not that I really had any to begin with.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm not gonna be able to add too much to that, but
yeah, well, it's the presence that counts. What do you think of this matchup? You ever played it, seen it played?
No and no. I would imagine just because of the big sword that Pyra and Mythra do very well in this, but I mean, Yoshi's quick.
Yeah, I mean, so is Mythra, though, is the thing.
That is true.
Yeah, I feel like this is definitely very, very Mythra favored. When the Pyra switch comes out, it's a lot less difficult because you can outmaneuver her better with Yoshi. But that doesn't mean that it's favorable, because at that point you're basically fighting an Ike, and Ike is still pretty solid into Yoshi, I think.
Right.
Now, fun fact, these two are roommates, and so I believe they play against each other quite a bit. I wouldn't be surprised if that fact is part of what led to her picking up the Pyra in the first place.
Yeah.
So he also just, I think, gets bored of characters in this game very fast.
Well, if I know anything about Pyra and Mythra is that they're exhilarating to both play and watch, so...
Yeah.
I mean, Mark's gonna need to find a kill right here.
I think that's it, yeah.
Yep, that is it.
The up B is not very safe on shield, and Yoshi down B is a lot faster than you would expect it to be.
Yeah, this is an uphill battle right here, but
yeah,
it's certainly not impossible.
Especially if he keeps going for those up Bs. I think that just staying Mythra and poking him out is probably ideal, honestly.
Yeah.
Eventually get to the point where up B or forward smash will kill. Kura's very big on the sweeping up Bs to catch recoveries. Almost got the shield break, but not quite.
That was a very excellent risk. I would have taken that if I had the brains to think of it as well.
I would not. I don't think he would have been able to get the kill off of it even.
At 50, you don't think so?
I don't think fully charged F smash would have killed at 50.
Okay, maybe not.
Not even at ledge. Maybe with the 100 rage, but I'd not. I don't know. I think at that point you do have to just go for something.
Yeah.
So I don't blame him for going for it. Yeah. And again, I don't really play or understand Yoshi very well.
Neither do I.
I've beaten Mark in bracket maybe twice in the 4 years that we've been here. Or well, functionally 2.5 years because of, you know, pandemic happening and all.
Right.
But yeah, and of the times that I beat Mark, most of the games I've won were when he played Bowser.
I think I have yet to take a game off Mark. I may have taken one, but
yeah, he's a rough matchup, and he has a lot of experience against basically every character that you play.
Yep.
Also, I don't think that if anybody's watching the stream, I don't know how many people in the stream actually recognize our voices. You want to introduce yourself real quick?
Yes, my name's Chase. My tag is Armpit, or if you see Stank playing, I just got my you-know-what handed to me by Gnarly. But now I get to play in amateurs, so.
Yeah, I was very surprised when you died to, well, when you picked Doc, first of all. What was your thought process going between regular and evil Mario?
I really just, evil.
Yeah, he's Mario's evil cousin.
Yep, that is exactly right, yeah. I don't know, I just thought I'd be able to predict Gnarly after 2 games, and, I mean, Doc has big hit punishes, but I just didn't get any of them, really, so. And I made a bunch of stupid decisions, and he caught my laser recoveries a few times. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, here we got Mark actually taking the first stock this time. That's definitely an improvement over last game, and he's getting a pretty,
big
very
60.
good couple of hits off that. I think that might kill though.
Does that kill?
Yeah.
Yep, it does.
No amount of DI will save you there, even
Yep.
with how heavy Yoshi is.
Yep. But now we're just going to see what can only be classified as animal abuse right here. Okay, well,
I mean,
okay, how about that?
I mean, if you go by what the Manhattan scene has said, Yoshi probably deserves it. He's a creature that snorts lead. That's why his nose is so large, you know? You ever look at like a baby Yoshi? They don't have the really big nose yet.
Yep.
And at least according to Aceverse, that's the reason why.
Huh.
I don't know how accurate that is. Oh no!
Oh no.
I choose to believe it. Oh, we forgot to update the game count. Oh.
Whoops.
Or, well, I forgot to. You were still, like, bringing it. Anyways, things are happening. I'm kind of curious about that upbeat there. I feel like Kura's going for a lot of these upbeats and they just aren't hitting, and I'm not quite sure what the purpose is, given that Pyro Mythra can just as easily do Nair out of shield and probably get better results at this percent.
Yeah.
However, he's very close to kill there, yeah.
Excellent little string.
And now we're at the point where I think he can kill off of just a raw back air even.
Yeah, the next strong straight hit will almost certainly kill Kura right here.
Yeah, that was an up air trade.
Yep, up air. Looked a little goofy, but yep, it felt like Masklink was dealing with just the pressure from Mythra a lot better in that game than we saw in the last one. But
now it's Kura's counter pick, and we're going to Kalos.
Okay.
As far as I know, this is not a great stage for Yoshi. You know, Yoshi's biggest strengths generally involve platforms, which is why in most matchups Yoshi will ban FD. And this is one of the more FD-esque stages you can get. Granted, I'm not entirely sure about the choice of Cloud. The Cloud's kind of... we'll just call it subpar recovery. Is not exactly ideal on the incredibly large blast zones here. Whereas Yoshi's recovery is pretty safe, and Yoshi's, like I said, 60% of his body is lead. He has no fears surviving up to like 150 on this stage even. That said, I guess maybe he's going with Cloud to just have better anti-airs and more immediate kill potential. Because like the issue with Pyro Mythra is that you have to, if you want to have a lot of kill potential against a heavyweight like Yoshi, you need to turn into a bad character. Cloud, you get to be a slightly worse character at base, but you don't need to turn into a bad character to kill.
Right.
It's the same reason that like Roy into Yoshi is so scary.
Oh, good up
there
smash.
we go, yeah, up smash anti-air just deleting Yoshi.
Yep. I will say last week Kura went Cloud against Crossblade, and it ended up working out for him very well. So
yeah. I'm just confused about the combo of that plus this stage, personally.
My guess, as someone who doesn't know much about this matchup or Kura's thought process, but wall jumping might be the difference between life and death for Cloud recovering.
Oh, that is also a possibility, yeah.
And yeah, as we've seen, Cloud can kill pretty hard, pretty early.
That is true. And I mean, if you're using up smash, Yoshi... Oh,
wow.
or that!
Excellent.
Yoshi's recovery just doesn't mean anything. Yeah.
Side B catching.
Yeah, limit cross slash, same power as Sweet Spot Roy side B. That was something that had a lot of Cloud mains pretty upset back when Ultimate first came out. That here's this character that doesn't even need to have some sort of limit to do the same amount of power as that move. Difference being that LCS has almost no end leg, so you need to predictably punish it.
Good catch by Masklink.
Yeah.
Put that up there.
Meanwhile, side B for Roy is a very unsafe Rekka. If you throw it all 4 hits, you're almost certainly getting caught by a hefty punish if you didn't hit or get the shield break.
Yep.
Now, I think at this point, onus is on Mark to find some way in, because otherwise Cloud, first off, could theoretically time him out, though I doubt that's likely with 4 minutes. More importantly, if Cloud has time to charge limit, he becomes so much more able to just delete the Yoshi. And here we see that possibility, able to safely throw out a kill move and kill his dash attack?
Yeah, I mean, dash attack's a pretty strong move. Yeah, and I'm surprised with how tall Kalos is that did kill, but...
Yeah, especially with only 50% rage, because he wasn't at 100 yet.
Yeah.
And I guess maybe Mark just didn't have ideal DI, because in all fairness, that move is very quick. And it's hard to DI a move that comes out that fast if you're not expecting it.
That is true.
Same reason that... Ooh, the Bowser!
We're seeing a Bowser from
I should probably update the characters.
Masklink.
Bowser's definitely one of Mark's more preferred picks against Swordies. Has been for a long time. I feel like he's always kind of iffy about which one he prefers going with. Nope, not what I want to do. I was trying to... We should probably update this to actually say winners semis.
Oh, yeah.
Update. Okay, so how do you think that this Bowser pick is going to affect the matchup?
I mean, Bowser just does have a lot more big dumb hitboxes. He's not going to be dying as early as Yoshi was by a decent amount.
And Yoshi's mobility doesn't mean as much against Swordies that can just make the gap less meaningful.
Exactly.
The Bowser back fist, very good long-range kill option. Gives him a... I suppose Bowser just has a lot of moves like that that are far enough reaching that he kind of doesn't care about the sword sometimes.
Yep. Kura's been doing a good job of recovering smart, not letting Cloud's awful up B snap get in the way. But that could be another motivation for picking Bowser, because I can imagine forward tilt just absolutely deletes Cloud.
Oh yeah. Ooh, that limit blade beam to catch Mark dropping shield. I'm not sure if it was intentional or not, but it definitely worked.
It worked very well.
I'm going to believe it was intentional, because that seems like something that he would come up with. Kura's the
my goodness.
Kura's the kind of player to come up with a lot of really interesting scenarios, but sometimes they don't quite play out the way that you'd expect them to. Like that, if he had been facing the other way with the up smash, he might have gotten the kill.
Yep.
So, out of curiosity, do you know what song this is?
I would guess it's from ARMS, just based on how it sounds, but oh my goodness.
The drop kick.
Reading Kura's defensive option after that limit cross slash.
Yeah.
Smart recovery, and oh, this could be it.
Nah.
No, not on the platform.
Yeah, even on platform, I think he would have survived. That, however.
Wow, that pulled. That looked like it pulled from out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So that would be 2-2 now.
Yeah.
All right.
And here we go with Kura's chance to counterpick. Do you think Mark is more likely to stick with the Bowser or go for a switch back to Yoshi? Given that we're on Kalos again.
Yeah, I would guess we're going back to Yoshi, but I mean, I couldn't tell you. Oh, well.
Maybe he'll pull out the Pac-Man.
No, let's go Pit. Go Pit.
I really hope he doesn't pull out the Pac-Man. Kura was clowning on him earlier during doubles for using the Pac-Man.
And now they're playing tag with each other on the menu screen.
Whoa!
Kura.
Ooh, the Mega. Well, both of those are characters that he does indeed play.
Kura's spinning the roulette wheel in his head, deciding which character to pick.
I'd say Wolf would work all right.
Yeah, Mythra I can also imagine would be pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean,
because the Bowser was primarily a counter pick for the Cloud.
Right, and that's why it's so important that Kura won early, because he has an answer now to Mark's counter pick.
Yeah.
Right.
And Pythra and Mythra have large enough swords that they can kind of not care about Bowser's reach.
Yep.
Though it's a little bit iffy. More importantly, might get him 0 death here. Especially if he can keep looping. Oh!
Goodness gracious. I mean, that could be.
Oh,
barely missing his up B.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's. Like. Mythra is faster, but more range than Bowser. It's just. This has to be painful.
Yeah, now he doesn't have to take any risks. If Mark doesn't come to him, things will be less than ideal. But if he does come to him, he'll evidently get Pythra forward smashed.
Yeah. I like Mark going for crazy reads like that.
Yeah, I think that's one of his better ways for getting out of this situation.
Yep.
And
that's another thing that makes Bowser so scary is if he finds a straight hit at 60, you could be dead.
Yeah.
But
I'll be right. Oh, never mind. I was just trying to make sure the guy that I went my Pro-Con to was still here.
Oh.
His was dead, and I was like, you know what, I'm not in bracket anyways, I may as well.
Yeah.
But I kind of want to play the game later, because I played friendlies for a little bit, and then bracket started, and I got coerced into commentary, and I've just kind of been here since. Not that I'm super minding. Now that I've kind of got it in the groove, it's actually kind of enjoyable. But it's still very difficult compared to my normal position of standing over X and Pete's shoulders and coaching them in between sets.
Oh my goodness.
And Mythra just, if that was any other stage, Mythra could have made it back. But Kalos' blast zone is so low. And I think that honestly gives Mark a very good chance to win. Or at the very least maximizes his chances.
Ooh. Seeing Witch Time come out for the first time.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called. But
Foresight, I think.
Oh, yep. Yep.
And Pythra just getting out-frame dated by a Bowser forward air. Not something that I was necessarily expecting.
Ooh, big punish right here.
Yeah, that was like 30% off of that Fire Breath. And I remember when Fire Breath sucked. It still feels weird to have it be a good move in this game. Anyways, Kura one hit from death pretty much.
Oh, back air catching it. Wow. That was some excellent play from Mark. That was him taking that second stock, the awareness, and I don't know if Kura could have drifted that back towards the stage or if that was just a lapse in...
I don't know, dude.
Yeah.